Well, hello, and we are here at East Horsley, or Horsley Camping and Caravan Club site. We're staying here for a couple of nights, and in between visiting Jill and Dave, so you'll see some of them as we go through the next couple of days. We arrived at Horsley, and we hadn't read the reviews before we arrived, but all those reviews stack up, because our review of our welcome here is, well, they're quite efficient. A fairly nice welcome, but they are sticklers for the blooming rules. You know, I mean, you know, it's like rule city here. So we both went in to pay for the booking. Wendy had Pippin in her arms, and immediately the warden here, John, said, "Oh, no dogs allowed in reception." And it was like, oh, well, we're carrying dogs. So Wendy sort of didn't argue, went out. But I questioned it, and I'm going to be doing that, questioning why they don't let dogs into a reception area. Now his view was, well, it's one of the rules, and I said, well, why? Is this your rule? You've made this up? Or is it a camping and caravan site rule and they implement it across the... No, it's just our rule here, and it's always been a rule since I've worked for the Camping and Caravan Club, and which he's done for 3 years. So I questioned him further. I said, well, why? What's it for? Why do you do that? And he said, well, it's hygiene, because we sell food. Well, I challenged that, and I said, well, that's ridiculous, because the dog's not going to get anywhere near the food. And he said, well, you know, dogs run all over the grass, and they might bring some things in. I said, well, so do I. And his only answer to that was, well, you'll probably wipe your feet. So I questioned it further, and I said, you know, do you think it's a legal thing? And he said, no, I'm not going to go there. So he did he did thank me for the way I'd approached that question, because other people apparently had sort of ranted and raved and stamped their feet and got a bit annoyed about it. And I could tell that he'd had problems in the past, because there was a lot of resistance to the question. He didn't want to make eye contact. He didn't want to actually engage in a conversation about why the dog wasn't allowed in reception. If he'd have simply said, well, it's one of our rules that we implement, and, you know, take it or leave it, I'd have had nowhere to go with it. But because he said, well, it's hygiene, it's like, well, that's ridiculous, because it's not. We all have dogs in our houses, which I did say that to him. I said, you know, we have dogs in our houses, in the kitchen where we cook food, and there's no hygiene issues there. And he sort of changed the subject when I mentioned that. So I might write to the Camping and Caravan Club and the Caravan and Motorhome Club and ask what their actual policy is on dogs in reception, and why the policy seems to be no dogs in reception. Anyway, we're here in a lovely place. It's Horsley Camping and Caravan Club site, where the wardens rule with an iron fist. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now.